It looks like you're starting the game by showing off your champion's emote in the fountain with your team. Are you ready to buy your starting items and head out to lane? Okay, on your team, you have Gangplank, Teemo, Fizz, Vel'Koz, and Zoe. The enemy team has Gangplank, Teemo, Fizz, Vel'Koz, and Zoe.
Consider your next move.
You're very low on health. You're very low on health and mana, and you also don't have mana to use abilities. You should play safe and go back to base to heal. While Fizz is also low, you risk dying to minions or a gank. After regenerating, you'll be able to come back stronger.
I'll make this quick.
Whew, that regen kicked in just in time. You're still low on resources though. With the wave pushed under your turret like that, it's safest to stay and farm what you can while under protection. Then recall. Keep an eye on Fizz. If he comes back, you'll have to back off. Has anyone noticed Fizz going on any roams?
An ally has been slain.
The greatest threat to Noxus lies within this upstart tribe.
You were shopping for quite a while. While you had the shop open, an enemy champion must have sneaked up and killed you. Try to buy items faster or recall only when you're absolutely safe.
Moving forward.
It looks like you're recalling near your turret to heal up. Good timing because Fizz and Teemo are pushing the lane in together. Hopefully you get back to base in time. Want to plan your next move after respawning? The enemy team is pushing mid with a big wave, and your Teemo is nearby, so head back to lane to defend under your turret. Try to clear the minions without getting caught by their abilities. If they overextend, be ready to fight with your teammate. A lot happened at once. Your Teemo got a kill on Zoe, and you landed your chain on Fizz, but he was able to dash away right after being rooted. You almost got him, he escaped with barely any health. Want to try to chase him down, or stay to farm some gold?
I never asked, but I won't go back. In my experience,
After you killed Fizz, the enemy Gangplank took down your Teemo near their tower. Now there's a big wave of minions crashing into your tower mid, and you're low on mana, so you've started to recall. Want me to help you determine what to buy?
I have a unique view of this world. Several hundred of them, in fact.
You bought Lost Chapter, which will help with your mana issues, and also added Luden's Echo to your queue. Do you want to go back to lane and clear that wave, or try to roam and help another lane?
The scenario plays out over and over again.
That large minion wave is looking juicy under your tower, and Fizz isn't in a position to stop you. You should use Distortion to clear it quickly, then decide whether to roam, contest the dragon, or gather more vision. Which sounds most appealing to you? Good, poking Fizz down is a great idea. Try leading with Sigil of Malice and then Distortion to quickly damage him and jump back. Alternatively, you could try landing Ethereal Chains first, but it's harder to hit. Just be careful because Fizz can dodge your abilities with his playful trickster. What's your plan when he tries to fight back? You just got ganked by Shaco, but your jungler came to help too. Gangplank also ulted mid, but thankfully you rooted their Shaco and got away. That was close. Do you want to try to stay in lane and farm, or would you like to recall?
The best lies are beautiful.
The enemy team just slew the dragon. They got the Cloud Drake. Are you planning on staying in lane to farm or heading back to base to buy items? You're trying to recall, but Zoe hit you with her sleepy trouble bubble. You're drowsy now and about to fall asleep, which will interrupt your recall. Be ready, she's probably going to try to attack you while you're disabled.
They speak so casually of tyranny and oppression.
You should play safe and farm under your turret for now. That's a big wave about to crash, and Fizz is right there. After you clear it, we can see if there's an opening to land a combo on him since he's almost out of mana. How does that sound?
An ally has been slain.
You had every shutdown turn back. It's almost comical how history repeats itself.
You're heavily pushing the top lane right now. You just destroyed their first tower, which is a nice chunk of gold, and now you're starting to back away to spend what you've earned. Good call. Getting that power boost in base is smart. What are you thinking of buying? You picked up Hextech's Alternator and a Fiendish Codex. Looks like you're building towards Luden's Echo. That's a big power spike for your abilities.
An ally has been slain.
Divide and I presume that was not outcome you saw.
You just caught Tima out in the river after he killed your teammate. You unleashed a full combo and got the kill, and now you're starting on the Rift Herald. Talk about a quick turnaround. Do you think you have enough time to secure it before their team responds?
I'll make this quick.
You're clearly dominating that top lane. Since you just took down their tower, you have a couple of good options. You could push the wave deeper and pressure the secondary turret, or try to coordinate a gank with your mid laner or jungler to help another lane. What do you think is more your style right now?
The greatest threat to me. May this be be a warning to others.
You dove Teemo under his tower and got the kill, then use Herald to absolutely demolish the next 2 towers in one sweep. You totally broke that lane open. Now would be a great time to disappear off the map and pressure another objective. They'll be terrified of you now. Yeah, you stayed a little too long after that big push. Lux and Master Yi managed to surround you, and there wasn't much you could do there. On the bright side, you generated a ton of pressure, and you got some great items. You're still hugely ahead, just need to play a bit more cautiously when you don't have vision.
I am everywhere. I am everyone.
An enemy has been slain.
You're back on the map and heading to the top lane again. You also just popped your ultimate on that group of minions to clear them out quickly. Looks like you're set on pushing that lane pressure further, but be careful because Lux is nearby and might try to stop you. You just joined your team for a fight near the enemy's base. You jumped in, dished out some damage, and helped take down Lux, all while dodging Master Yi. Now you guys are pushing down that middle turret, which is huge.
Has destroyed a turret.
With that much gold, you can easily finish Luden's Echo, which will give you more ability power, mana, and damage. Or if you want flat magic penetration, you could go for Shadow Flame instead. Either way, you'll be dishing out even more burst damage now. You're making your way back down the top lane, pushing the wave with your team. It looks like a big fight is breaking out in front of you, so be ready to jump in with your freshly upgraded Luden's Echo. How do you want to approach this one?
I have a unique view. Several hundred. Divide and conquer.
That was a wild team fight. You took out Teemo, but then got caught by Veigar's cage and burst down. Your team still managed to win the exchange, though. Now you're back alive and heading down the middle lane. Looks like there's one last push happening to end the game. You're incredibly strong right now, at 14 kills, 2 towers down, and well on your way to another victory. You should look to group with your team and force a final push through the middle lane, since you've already broken their base open there. They likely can't defend against you at this point. What do you say? You just got another kill in top lane, then moved into the enemy jungle with your team for a fight. You helped destroy a final turret and took down Veigar, though Master Yi caught you afterwards. Now your team is positioning around Baron, likely to secure the objective before they respawn.
An ally has been slain.
You're making your way back down the bottom lane. You just dished out significant burst damage to help take down Lux. It looks like a major teamfight is brewing, so get ready and remember to focus their key targets. This could be the deciding moment.
Mortal vanity, undone by magic. Up is down and right is down. It is so.
You're on your way back from base after buying. It looks like your team just started Baron, and the enemy team is positioned to fight. They've thrown out a big purple void ball. You should probably get over there and help secure that objective. You're ahead, and your team just finished Baron. Right now, Lux and Master Yi are caught in the jungle. You should quickly join the fight and use your burst damage to take them down. After that, you can push for the end with your team. This is it. Time to win.
I presume that was not the outcome you sought.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
You're incredibly strong right now, at 14 kills, 2 towers down, and well on your way to another victory. You should look to group with your team and force a final push through the middle lane, since you've already broken their base open there. They likely can't defend against you at this point. What do you say?
I am the answer to every question anyone has ever asked. Unforeseen turns are simply part of any path. The greatest threat to Nexus lies within the Triumph barracks.
It looks like you're pushing into the bottom lane with your team. Both teams are gathering near the Tier 2 tower, so a big fight could break out any moment. Stay alert.
Moving forward, never. Smoke and mirrors, shadow and speed.
The enemies are grouped up near their tower. Since you're playing Varus, try to poke them down with your arrow from long range. If your team initiates, stay in the back and focus the closest target. Don't get caught out. That was a rough fight. It looks like you jumped in to help, but their team focused you down quickly since you were in close range. Now you're waiting for your respawn, and your teammates are still fighting over by the tower.
No matter.
Now that you're back, head back out of base. The enemy wave is pushing into your top inhibitor tower, so you should clear that to protect your base and catch up on farm. Keep an eye on the minimap to see where the rest of your team is.
Secrets are coins better saved than spent. I never asked for
You've cleared the top lane, and now it looks like a big team fight is about to break out in the mid lane. You should join your team, but remember to stay behind your front line and focus the enemies with your ranged attacks. A massive brawl is happening in the mid lane. Your team and the enemy are throwing abilities at each other. You need to stay back, use your long-range arrows to poke, and wait for a clear opening to commit with your ultimate. Don't get caught in the middle.
I am everyone.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
The game is at the critical moment. You're currently defending your base against enemy minions and champions in the top lane. You've destroyed an enemy turret, but your own base turrets are also being attacked, making it a chaotic, decisive fight. Focus on clearing waves and defending your nexus.
The plan must be followed to its completion.
You've pushed the lanes back and are now grouped with your team near the top side of the jungle. It looks like your team is looking for a final push. Stay behind your front line and use your long-range abilities to poke and get damage on their carries. That's the Elder Dragon, so it's very important. Your team is in position, but the enemy is right there too. Try to use your arrows to poke the other team from safety. Stay behind your team's set for protection, and save your ultimate for when you can snare a key target.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been
Your team managed to slay the Elder Dragon, which gives you all a powerful buff. However, in the chaotic fight that followed, the enemy team focused you down and you were killed. You're now waiting to respawn again.
Do not trust someone who has witnessed everything.
killing spree.
They do not know. History
Looks like you just took down Jax in the jungle. Nice pick. With the sudden death notification up and gold in your pocket, heading back to base to spend that and get ready for the next big team fight seems like a good move. You might also want to check if any objectives are up soon. Anything specific you're worried about?
Your turret
things are getting intense. Looks like you just lost a turret. Since you're back in base and have over 2,000 gold, you should definitely buy some new items to power up. After that, I'd suggest grouping with your team to defend the base, or maybe try to push a lane to relieve some pressure. You were trying to steal Baron, and even though you died, I think your team actually managed to secure it. Now that you're back in the base, grab those items and make use of that Baron buff.
Has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Your team's making a big push with the Baron buff, and super minions are swarming into the enemy base. You're still waiting to respawn, but you can watch the map and plan your next move with your team.
Barrier is instructional.
You've just respawned, rejoin your team in the top lane. With the Baron buff and super minions, you can push for the final push to win. They can't hold back that much pressure for long. Your team's fighting in the enemy base right now. You've got them on the ropes with constant pressure from the Baron buff and the super minions. Focus on their champions in this fight, and you can secure a final win. You just got a shutdown on Teemo with that last kill, stopping his dominating streak. Then you immediately recalled back to base. Looks like the core's under attack by your team, and it's one final push to end the match.